comes Bobby Rahal in, Jon Beekhuis.
Paul, this is the final pit stop in 1992 for Rahal Hogan Racing. It all comes down to this. This could be the championship. They made a deal with Penske Racing and Emerson Fittipaldi to make sure he wasn't here. He's got a clear shot to get out of here. It's all down to the fuel. Oh, look out, there's 3 cars in the pit lane. Oh, almost Sullivan. Wow, this is incredible, Paul.
Jon Beekhuis, here comes Robbie Gordon toward you.
You got it, and what you're going to watch for is one of the brakes locking up. There it is. Whoa, both are locked up. Whoa, boy, we called that one, Paul. He's been coming in here and locking up the brakes. He did it again today. Well, Robbie Gordon, our leader, as he nails me with the water bottle. Good shot, Robbie. They're trying to get out as quickly as possible. Robbie Gordon is out of here. Let's see if he keeps position. Hey, Gary, go ahead.
Jon?
Well, the interesting thing is that, of course, we were watching Bobby Rahal as he made the stop, and we saw they took on all the fuel. And, Danny, you called it. That's when Alonso Jr. Hey, Alonso Jr. is coming into the pits. They have decided he cannot make it. I was just going to say he didn't have enough fuel. And right on cue, of course, they didn't tell us. They don't want to give away the strategy. But Alonso Jr. is coming in now to get the rest of the fuel. Oh, boy. He moved up to second spot.
Let's get down to the pit lane. Jon Beekhuis into Ferent's pit.
Joe LaFerrin brings it to a stop, and we said that he was getting loose. They are going to be putting the Goodyear primary tires on this car instead of the options. And then at the end of the race for the final stop, they're going to decide which one they like better. Wow, it's a quick stop for LaFerrin, and here comes Brian Herta. They're side by side.
So again, the fuel strategy starts to work, Jon.
Yes, it does. And of course, anytime you stop under green, time is so important in these stops, but they will wait for every bit of fuel. If we watch the top, wait for fuel to go in the vent hose. How's that for revs? 13.3. I tell you, this is a lot of fun.
You like
cool.
that one, eh, Jon?
I do. And Tagliani's going to be here in a second. While the Ferrin rolls, here comes Dixon, but he's going uphill, and they almost touched. Oh, that was awesome. The Ferrin beats him out.
And Jon has made his way to the pit.
And of course, the Forsythe boys are known for making fast pit stops, and Paul Tracy loves to roll the dice. They're going with sticker tires, brand new. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking. Nice second pit stop. That's what you need to get out of here in and fast. That was good. And as I mentioned, there'll be no tires for Jimmy Vasser. They're just going to get just the amount of fuel he needs to get to the end of the event. So it's all down to the fueler in this case. And we will watch over our shoulder also as Andrew Ranger pitting at the same time, but he's taking tires. Well, the strategy worked. Jimmy Vasser is well underway, and they're still finishing the tire. Whoa! I tell you, when they get that thing on the rev limiter, you can feel the concussions down here on pit road.
Jon Beekhuis is with Allmendinger.
And of course, AJ Allmendinger is at pit out, so therefore they've only just in the middle of their service. And there goes Paul Tracy. Paul Tracy leads, but look at that! Justin Wilson picks up second spot. Awesome run.
Everybody is in, Jon.
Yeah, and I would expect that he will take a full load of fuel because they're stopping in the early part of the window. A half turn of front wing. Wow, that was quick. 8.3 seconds, and Paul Tracy picks up a spot. He gets past Oriol Servia, and a drag race for Justin Wilson as well.
Let's go to Jon.
And of course, Sebastian Bourdais is finishing his service. We look behind. No one is left yet. Again, he keeps the lead, but I think there's going to be a change. Here comes Justin Wilson. Oriol Servia picks up Paul Tracy. Not able to get by Allmendinger. They want to get all the fuel on that car. We now look back and see if they'll. No, they do a different strategy. They go with the red sidewall Bridgestone's Ford Demata. So they're splitting the strategy at Rousport. You only get 2 sets. This will be his last one. Bruno Junqueira beats him out. So Bruno Junqueira beats out Demata, but Demata's trying to challenge back. Okay, you hear Kenny Seawick. He's famous for coaching him through every step, and he's had to hear an earful from Sebastian Bourdais about other cars on the racetrack. That was quick. And we see the Forsythe boys as well as Justin Wilson all pitting at the same time. We're also keeping an eye behind for Bruno Junqueira. The guys who stopped early like Dominguez are already on their way here, and they're almost going to be very tight. Justin Wilson is the first one out. Wow, it's close. Paul Tracy. Wow, Paul Tracy lost a lot of time. That's as close as you get, folks, on the exit of pit road. Still, no one's pulled out. Sebastian Bourdais has been able to manage that. Dan Clark comes by. Wow, it's close. Demata underway. Looks like Demata lost a little ground. Awesome when all these cars stop at one time. But Bourdais, everything was picture perfect.
Watch me, go, go.
Okay, that's the call from Roger Penske when it comes to Castro Neves. We wait for power. And no, here comes Hitchcock. He's going to lose the spot. He loses the spot to him. Hinchcliffe, he couldn't get it in gear. Takuma Sato just finished his service.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, and you heard that. That's because it was 8.7 seconds. Nice job for Sato. And of course, everyone's together. Marco Andretti has to slow a bit to go across the front of Brian Hunter-Reay. He's angled out a little bit. They get the hose away. Brian Hunter-Reay waiting for that last bit of fuel. He's done. That's 10 seconds. Marco Andretti still waiting for fuel. Wow, that took a long time. Marco Andretti, they can't get it out. They cannot get the fuel probe out. Oh, that is a killer for track position. Will Power now has a nice clean shot because he has the great position here. Getting that coaching from Tim Cindric. Again, wow, that was fast. That's the way you want to do it. That's the way you get the fuel in quickly. Will Power with a smoking stop. So that is the gap that he is shooting for. So they need an ultra. Oh, that you need to be a bit faster on that right rear. But they get that done. Wow, nice stop. 7.6 seconds. The delta should be just about right. Look for Charlie Kimball coming. They should, oh, he smoked him. And Marty Simon Pagenaud just finishing his service. He also went with primary tires, but decided, oh, look at this. It's wheel to wheel leaving the pit lane, and it'll be as soon as they get off the speed limiter, he gets the position up the hill. He went with the sticker blacks this time for Pagenaud. And Tim Cindric will talk him into the box. Very interesting to me that he was not the first person to stop, even though he was leading. So therefore, he was able to save fuel when he had those slower laps. Wow, that was quick. Oh, 7.5 seconds for Will Power. Kanaan comes to a stop first. Castro Neves swings around. Very tight quarters down here. Watching Kanaan, they take some wing out of him for Castro Neves. He gets away. Oh, and Kanaan is right on him. He's trying to make a move. Some great pit stops up and down pit road. For Graham Rahal, they've decided to not make any changes to the car. Oh, now they did decide. Oh, there's a problem. Wow. That was not what they wanted. That was some miscommunication for Graham Rahal. They were going to make a wing adjustment. Then they decided not to. Then the front left wheel gun looked like it was on too long. That was lucky he even got launched out of here. And for Will Power, they're debating whether and they do go for a little bit of front wing. That's a 6.7 stop. He got all the Sunoco fuel, but he loses a couple spots on the pit road. Now, anytime you go a lap longer, theoretically, if you have a really good in-lap, you might be able to make up a position. Now, we know that Castro Neves was over 8 seconds. So can Will Power get less than 8 seconds? Oh, yeah, that's 6 seconds. So theoretically, he should pick up track position with that one.